Okay, we're ready to go? All right, some of you I know, some of you I do not. I'm deputy from the Blackhawk County Sheriff's Office. Along with me today are Sheriff Tony Thompson from Blackhawk County, Chief Kent Smock of the Evansdale Police Department, Agent Mike Rorcassi with the DCI, the Bramer County Sheriff, Dewey Hildebrandt, and then Mr. Gerard Myers, who's a supervisor with the DCI also. I have a news release that I will read to you. The investigation continues in the discovery of two bodies that was reported on December 5th, 2012. At this time, we can confirm that yesterday at approximately 12:45 p.m., hunters discovered two bodies at Seven Bridges Conservation Area near Reedland, Iowa, in Bramer County. Those bodies have been transported to the Iowa State Medical Examiner's Office in Ankeny for autopsy and positive identification. The Seven Bridges Wildlife Area will be closed to public access until at least this coming Monday. At this time, law enforcement is confident, based upon evidence at the scene and preliminary investigation, that the bodies found yesterday are those of Lyric Cook and Elizabeth Collins. However, the results of the autopsy have not been made available to law enforcement, and a positive forensic identification of the bodies has not been made. Once those results are available to us, after we have made notification to the family, we will notify the media and the community. Due to a large area surrounding where the bodies was discovered, evidence teams from the Bramer and Blackhawk County Sheriff's Office, the Iowa Division of Criminal Investigation, the Iowa State Medical Examiner's Office, and the Federal Bureau of Investigation are conducting a thorough search in and around the discovery location. The duration of that search may last several days. Investigators from local, state, and federal agencies are continuing to investigate the disappearance of Lyric Cook and Elizabeth Collins in relationship to this discovery. New leads continue to come into law enforcement, and investigators are following up on those leads, as well as information that is being derived from other sources. We are asking that anyone with information in this case, particularly if it involves suspicious activity in around the Seven Bridges Conservation Area, to contact the Evansdale Police Department tip line at 319-232-6682 or Cedar Valley Crime Stoppers at 1-855-300-TIPS. Information can still be emailed to Our Missing Iowa Girls at dps.state.ia.us. A $150,000 reward is still available through law enforcement, and a separate reward fund through the Cedar Valley Crime Stoppers is still accepting donations to be paid out for information leading to the arrest and conviction of those persons or persons responsible. And that's what I have for you at this time. If you have questions, I will attempt to answer a few for you. Yes, sir.
The time that's elapsed, how big of a problem is that going to be in terms of gathering evidence? Because normally you'll be on the scene, much quicker than 4 to 5 months.
We have plenty of people that are out there. They're well trained. They know what they're doing, and so we will gather whatever is out there.
Okay. Everything that you talked about yesterday was hinting at that it was the girls. What led you to believe that right away?
We have no one else that's missing in this area. We have two bodies that were found. They were smaller in stature, so we had no thing to think other than that at this time.
It might be helpful for our viewers if you were to tell us a bit more in terms of how long you believe the bodies may have been there.
I have no idea. We will rely on the State Medical Examiner's Office to assist us with that.
Is this an area that had been searched before?
I'm sure that the Sheriff's Office from Bramer County, we asked the surrounding counties to check parks and so forth. However, this area was not right on the road itself, so if that area was checked, I'm not certain.
Can you tell whether the bodies were in any way buried or concealed?
I will not answer that for you.
Can you talk about the impact that the lack of rain and snow that we've had on the evidence and the site there?
No, because I'm not trained in forensics or anything like that. The evidence is what it is, and it's being handled by the State Medical Examiner's Office.
Did the hunters think they had found the girls when they came upon them, since they're likely from the area and knew the story?
They notified law enforcement of their find, and I have not talked to them, so I don't know what they said.
Deputy,
Okay.
do you consider this a homicide investigation?
We considered it an abduction at the time, and we're still proceeding with that. I would say that we are looking that way at this time. We have 2 bodies, but we're going to rely on the state medical examiner to tell us what they think.
Have the families been allowed to view the bodies?
No, they have not, and there's no reason for that at this time.
Any type of a timeline in terms of things like an autopsy?
I do not know. That's up to the state medical examiner. We've been in contact with them, and they sent one of their people up here, and so it takes whatever it takes. Okay, that's all I have for you. We will, as I said, this will be the last news conference. There's no sense in having you folks come back day after day. As soon as I have more to get to you, we will put that out through the email system, and except for Scott, who's here, I'll make sure that he gets notified also, so that you're not put out this time.